Our mission statement is as follows. Throughout Kiewit's history, we have built roads that connect the world, dug canals to carry water to thirsty lands, and bored tunnels through mountains. We build, we mine, we shape the landscape and create energy solutions. And we do it all with integrity, never compromising our ethics. You see, our reputation is a precious commodity. It has been built with care throughout the years, and we cannot conduct ourselves in such a manner as to jeopardize it, regardless of the circumstance. This is a matter of our people. Our reputation is good or bad depending on how our people conduct themselves. Even if we do someday reach the elusive goal of being the best contractor on earth, it won't mean anything if someone or some part of our company violates a government rule or regulation, even on accident, that destroys our reputation or causes us serious financial loss. Our attitude must be that we follow all the rules and regulations and that we expect everyone in our organization to do so all the time, every time. The values and basics that made this company great are as important today as ever, and we can't lose sight of that.
Here at Kiewit, we abide by 4 core values. Number 1 is people. Having a safety-minded workforce is very important to us, and we believe that the best training allows our employees to strengthen their skills and make success inevitable. Number 2 is integrity. We take pride in being honest, taking responsibility and accountability for all actions, and keeping records accurately and truthfully. Number 3 is excellence. We try to continuously raise the bar by focusing on quality with every project and always being open to new and innovative ideas. And finally, number 4 is stewardship. Our employees are stewards of the community. They recognize that the earth needs to be shared and preserved, and that they need to build a stronger organization by developing leaders for future generations.
The reason I chose Kiewit is because Kiewit is committed to enhancing the knowledge, skills, and abilities of its employees. They truly care about developing within, spending over $75 million a year on training. At Kiewit University, their very own educational facility in Omaha, employees learn directly from the top experts. They also share knowledge, practices, and experiences with the employees from other cities around the country. This allows for interns like myself to grow into the best and the brightest in the industry.
In 1884, Peter and Andrew Kiewit formed Kiewit Brothers, an Omaha, Nebraska masonry contracting partnership. The company ventured into general contracting in 1900 and quickly began to land jobs. 4 years later, the partnership was dissolved and Peter continued on solo. The company began to truly thrive in the 20s when Peter's sons entered as partners into the firm. In 1931, one of Peter Kiewit's son, who was actually named Peter and was the one who brought the company into the national spotlight, dissolved the family firm and reorganized as Peter Kiewit and Sons Company. He sold off stock to the key managers to gain assets, but also to start a tradition of family and employee ownership within the company that continues to this day. During the Great Depression, Peter saw an opportunity to change and steer the company into the heavy civil construction industry. With the country climbing out of the Great Depression and into World War II, Kiewit was able to land a $7.5 million contract to build 760 barracks in 90 days. This contract was the company's largest to date and really led them to getting a lot more government contracts in the decades to come. Fast forward to the 50s, where the government turned to our nation's infrastructure. The company was positioned perfectly to step into that area and built more lane miles of the interstate highway than any other contractor, which earned Peter Kiewit the nickname of Colossus of Roads.
In the 1970s, Kiewit built over $1 billion of dam and powerhouse facilities. Peter Kiewit died in 1979. Despite this, the company continued to prosper, establishing offices throughout the U.S. and Canada. By 1994, the company was working in nearly every single construction market. Throughout the 80s and 90s, the company continued to grow in the public sector and expanded into the private sector as well. Kiewit had 2012 revenues of over $11 billion and established offices in the U.S., Canada, and Australia.
Kiewit aims to provide superior service throughout its extensive market offerings, including commercial, critical data, education, government, healthcare, hospitality, retail, and entertainment sectors. Kiewit also works in the areas of oil and gas, mining, transportation, water, and wastewater. On a daily basis, Kiewit strives for 100% safety. This means that each individual in our company is held accountable for ensuring that no one gets hurt. Some of the tools used here at Kiewit to make this goal a reality include job safety training, job hazard analysis, and observation programs. Environmental protection and sustainability are important company values at Kiewit. At Kiewit Building Group, there are over 150 LEED certified staff members that will help clients achieve the right certification for their specific projects.
Our long-term goal revolves around the idea of doing a project right the first time. As a project is progressing, we constantly identify and report quality issues and fix the root of the problem immediately. On On top of that, we have craftsmen and supervisors continually checking the work being done. By having something built right the first time, it helps eliminate any long-term or lingering problems a property owner may have. Fundamentally, our long-term goal is to preserve our natural resources and improve the quality of life for people globally. As North America's leading water and wastewater treatment plant, we tirelessly work to preserve the most important natural resource to mankind. Improving the quality of life also includes Kiewit performing air quality retrofit work. This helps reduce emissions produced by clients in the power market. We've made a commitment to giving back to the community by encouraging its employees to volunteer while receiving time paid off.
Kiewit's strength lies in our diverse and strong portfolio in North America. We provide services offered in the private sector, commercial sector, and government sector. We offer our employees extensive training and provide the opportunity to receive additional training throughout their time with Kiewit. In recent years, Kiewit has experienced constant growth and maintained profitability. This is due to our strong and stable network of suppliers and our ability to allocate our considerable resources to maximize team productivity. Despite our many strong points, Kiewit certainly still has room for improvement. With our diverse training opportunities, the efficiency of our workforce can be diminished on occasion. We struggle to effectively allocate resources for larger contracts because we tend to work in smaller business units. Additionally, we have recently struggled with employee retention due to our lack of a small company atmosphere.
Kiewit has considerable growth opportunities. We strive to offer the most up-to-date technologies and outpace our competitors with our BIM capabilities and commitment to sustainability. As the housing sector continues to grow, Kiewit will hopefully be able to use its strong brand to take advantage of this expansion. As North America's leading contractor of water and wastewater treatment plants, we also hope to help mature the water infrastructure in the United States and Canada. There are several threats to our growth efforts. However, despite our secure network of suppliers, the rising costs of raw materials could be detrimental to Kiewit's profitability. Additionally, while our resources and infrastructure are considerable, they cannot support the large increases in demand like our competitors can. Finally, while Kiewit is a strong North American contractor, we do not have the global breadth of our competitors and may experience setbacks as the construction market continues to grow globally.
For past and current projects, I have 7 projects that I like to detail that extend through private and public sectors. And the first one is the Mid-Jordan Light Rail extension, which is a $272 million venture of 11 miles of double ballasted track construction alongside an existing freight track corridor and 10 passenger platform stations in West Jordan, Utah. It was awarded to Kiewit in 2007. In 2004, Hurricane Ivan tore apart a 2-lane double-span bridge on I-10 in Pensacola, Florida. The project was completed 26 days ahead of the 90-day schedule, and it was awarded as an emergency bid to Kiewit. The next one is the Thompson Falls Hydro Plant in Thompson Falls, Montana, which was repaired through a Kiewit-led joint venture design-build project, which required 330,000 cubic yards of excavated rock and 31,000 cubic yards of concrete. The next one was the Homestead Motorsports Complex located in Homestead, Florida, which was a $31 million project consisting of 1.5 miles of oval track and consisted of placing 2.5 million cubic yards of fill completed in 1995. The next one is the East Dam, which is the largest of 3 dams located in Hemet, California, where Kiewit used over 140 pieces of personal equipment and required over 430 million cubic yards of crushed rock for the base. The 6th project is the Raglan Mine, which is located in Nuvanic, Quebec, where Kiewit has been contracted since 1995 to process the nickel sulfide deposits for Raglan. The 7th and final project is the Gulf Intracoastal Waterway, which is a $1 billion hurricane storm surge protection facility for New Orleans and the surrounding areas, consisting of 11 pump stations. The project was completed in 2012.